Okay, so let's talk about being honest and open. Let's do it. There was a moment when you, Erica, kind of whispered something to Kyle.
Here we go! Here the fuck we go!
Remember saying that I consider Teddy a friend? I wouldn't.
It's not about Teddy. Although Teddy will be thrilled.
What is it? I was the one explaining to you conversation. You're the one who started yelling.
Don't be shocked. You're shocked?
Go. Oh my God.
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. Today, we're gonna be talking about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. The controversy. Everybody's talking about Garcelle. I said it in my last video, and I said it beforehand. It gives what it gives. Like, you don't have to like someone, but I always feel like the line is moving, right? One person can do the same thing and everybody will live. The other one, oh, we don't like But y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into the video.
Let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, want it, securing the bag.
All right, so the episode leaves off where it left off. Like I said in my last video, Garcelle and Dorit, they basically go toe to toe because Dorit didn't like the fact that Garcelle was agreeing with Kyle. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I would go up for Garcelle. Garcelle's my girl, right? But do I feel like Garcelle was kind of full of shit? Yeah. Because at some point, you're agreeing with Kyle, but you're agreeing with Kyle off the strength of you don't like the Dorit. Now, do Dorit be apologizing? I feel like Dorit do apologize. But do I feel like Dorit is full of shit?
Hell yeah.
And we have to start in the beginning. The beef between Dorit and Garcelle happened during Garcelle's second season. And it happened with Dorit and Lisa Rinna. Them two wanted to come for Garcelle. And I said that for Garcelle's first season, everybody was real cute. Like how they doing bows. Season 2, they over here go crazy. Same with Denise Richards. Season 1, she was cool. Season 2, they were like, you're going to get in this mess too. We're nitpicking, like, oh my God, you see how Garcelle's over here talking about Dorit? Like, she can give an opinion. Like, y'all get mad when the girls hold the girls accountable. Y'all get mad when shit don't look right and people say something about it. Yes, it might be a fucked up ass situation, but y'all getting mad when somebody states an obvious observation and says, hey, this looks weird. And they're like, oh, you're fucked up because she is a mother. And I'm gonna skip ahead to next episode, a little sneak peek.
In the robbery?
Yeah.
I don't think Dorit had anything to do with that.
Mm-mm.
But I think someone did.
I personally said when Dorit had her home invasion, you know, I'm sorry she went through that. But some of the facts just don't make no motherfucking sense. We have nice robbers now, right? And not saying that this stuff didn't happen, right? But you had someone come in, break your window, smash your window. Y'all didn't hear nothing. Nothing. It is very much insurance fraud. That's just what it gives. That's just what I feel. Like when you look at it, it gives what it gives. And then instead of PK going to check on his motherfucking kids, he goes over to Dorit to film a scene on camera.
So I looked on Twitter and I saw that PK responded to Garcelle's claims, right? And I always say a hit dog will holler because she never mentioned his name in anything. And also this article is very misleading because she never said that PK had anything to do with it. She just said, I think someone else has something to do with it besides Dorit. To my understanding was the insinuation was that it was pre-planned and or a setup.
I mean, PK just say it, what, episode 2? He said, you know, I'm your husband. I'm before the kids. Child, if I was a kid, I'd be like, well, fuck me. It's going to be interesting because it gives very much Candace. It gives, like, you know, black women are allowed to do what the others can. And I don't want to make this a race thing because it's not a race thing, but it's like, it's very sensitive to me because I have a sister. I have a mother, and I hear their experiences time and time and time and time again. So it's very sensitive to me because I empathize with that, and I can understand it because I hear the pain, I hear the frustration, and the sense of unfairness. So
They are not direct. There is something underneath. You pick up a stone over here. Oh, there's a rock under that.
they get on the whole Teddy situation, and Kyle was like, I just felt some type of way because you didn't defend Teddy. She said, girl, I'm not close to Teddy. That's what Dorit said. She said, I'm not close to Teddy. She said, we're friends, so I'm not close to her. I said, oh. Okay. So everybody was just like, okay, you're not close to Teddy now? Oh, okay, whatever. Everything was, Sutton tries to mend things. She's like, you know what? Kyle, Sutton, she had that Southern growl.
Kyle, she does like to isolate some of us. She done it to me back then. And I didn't like it. I talked to Kyle about her isolation of me for 6 months, just as she did to you over yonder. I don't like that. Kyle, I don't like that.
Look, it's hard to hear when somebody's angry at you. You don't like people to be angry at you. This is something,
nobody likes to feel that.
And mind you, that was before Garcelle said anything. But to each his own. So the next day, the girls go on the boat, and we learn a little bit more about the girls. We learned that Bo's got a man.
He is very kind, successful, generous, and he's fine as hell.
He's like fine. So shout out to her. I like getting to know more about Bo's, and her really open up and learn about her life, to see this strong corporate woman really break down the layers, to see the humanity of it. Because sometimes when you look at these people, you look at them like who they represent in the public and not behind closed doors. So she's talking to Erica, Jennifer Tilly, and Jennifer Tilly is uber rich. I love her. And like I said, I'm so interested in Jennifer Tilly because it's like you see this zany, big personality woman that I grew up watching movies with her in it.
Yeah, I did a con artist for a year. Well, based on it, and he actually was a fairly successful interior designer.
And then seeing, she's a poker player, she's a movie actress, and all these things, it's good to see, the other side of her personality. But you see Kyle and Garcelle talking, and they're basically talking about, the next chapter in Garcelle's life. Her kids are about to be out the house. You already heard her son last year saying that, you know what, I don't need your support. I don't need your help. I'm almost grown, and, I want to do it on my own. Cool. You have the other son that's now getting into modeling. First of all, the picture that they took together, and I read 8.
Who I am career-wise. I know who I am as a mom, but I'm having a hard time figuring out what's next for me.
One of those things where I just feel like at some point a natural progression is for the kids to leave the coop and really spread the wings and fly. So she's trying to come up to the reality of the fact that her kids are not going to be here, and now she has a new normal of her being by herself. So she has her beach house that she has her home in California, so she's just trying to figure all the things out. Same with Kyle. She's going through a situation where her husband's over here in the streets acting like he don't give a fuck what she got going on. They're supposed to be separated and figuring things out to see if they're going to be pulling it towards each other or away. And at this point, it seems like they're pulling away.
Both of us are going through so much.
And with PK, kind of the same thing, right? I think personally that Dorit is too good for PK, and his personality and his viewpoint is rooted off of the fact that he had money and he was successful, and I have money so I can get this beautiful woman. With Dorit, I feel like this show has skyrocketed her into a position of power in their relationship that he's not happy with. Dorit is the star and he's falling to the background because at this point his career is probably either retired or he's probably at the tail end of his career. You're not the face. You're sitting there making orders, but there's other people that's over here doing the talking, doing the deliberating, doing the things that you tell them to do. You're delegating down. So I feel like with Dorit, she is front center there. And also, I do feel like Dorit was about to lose that motherfucking diamond and they need that money. They all go out for a little bit of lunch and they're talking, and the conversation about Teddy get brought up again.
I have a question.
Yes.
You reposted something Teddy wrote.
Post with them in it.
Dorit can be very contradictory.
You said that you're not cool with Teddy, but you want to repost her daddy on your Instagram. That's weird. Like, you're not close to her, so why would you? I don't think it was that deep. Like, girl, it's a repost. You know the man. Cool, you supporting. I don't see what was deep. But for me, Dorit, you did say, I'm not close with her. But then you switch it up. And so even Erica was like, okay, but you just said you're not close with, okay.
She tagged me, just like I would ordinarily. I reposted it.
When we had just talked about it earlier and you said you weren't friends with her.
My whole thing with Garcelle is the fact that I know you don't fuck with Dorit. So why do you personally care? Besides wanting to hold her accountable and stick it to her, why do you care?
The reason why people don't like Garcelle is because Garcelle opens her mouth and hold people accountable. They say, oh, it ain't none of her business. Bitch, it's a motherfucking show and I'm gonna give my opinion. What you want me to do is sit there and act like Maylee from Salt Lake City? Who? Exactly. So, y'all just get mad over the simplest shit. So, Bose in her confessional says, you know, these relationships, I have to be very mindful because when there's the top layer, there's always something else under that, but then you have to peel something else back. Then you have to unzip something to really figure out what is the root cause. We say the 5 whys. What are the 5 whys to get down to the root cause? And when you get to the root cause, bitch, there's a primary, secondary, and tertiary root. Let's figure that out. Because all this shit seems surface level, like with Kyle saying, oh, you did this, you did a different Teddy. Girl, that surface level shit. Why are you upset? Do you feel like I'm not loyal to you? You feel like I picked your sister over you? That's what it is. You feel like they picked Kathy over you. This show was supposed to be your show. Kim came back, Kathy's on, and now you feel like your sister's stepping on your motherfucking toes, and you want them bitches, that Dorit and the other girls, to have your back 10 toes. Just say that. When they go to dinner, Sutton gets up and she wants to have like this whole little kumbaya moment, right? And I personally feels like, it's kind of forced because, Sutton and Dorit earlier in the episode had a heart-to-heart. They talked and she's like, you know what? I'm here for you. I've been through a divorce. I've been through a separation. I know what it is. So if you need any help or need anything, I got you.
Hard. And I've been there, and I want you to know that you can lean on me a little bit. I appreciate that.
Fast forward to, the ribbon ceremony. And like Bo said, girl, this ribbon ain't gonna hold shit. I can take one of these ribbons and, okay. But they do this, oh my God, we're sisters. We're sisters. She tried to get her speech out, but she says from the heart, but she forgetting what the speech is about. So in the episode, they about to get on the PJ, something that Potomac don't know shit about. They go to the PJ, and they're on the sprinter to the PJ. And Sutton says, you know what? I feel like in this group, we don't speak our mind. We whisper. Because Erica, the other day, you was whispering.
Let's talk about being honest and open. Let's do it. There was a moment when you, Erica, kind of whispered something to Kyle.
And you said something about Dorit. She said, what did I say? She said, you contradicted Dorit's claim that she said something about Teddy, that she wasn't close to Teddy. She was okay, well, you were thinking it. I think the root of it is, like Kyle was saying, like Garcelle was saying, is that we all have opinions, but people aren't saying it. We should all be open enough to speak our mind and say how we feel. Dorit starts talking, and she's talking like, well, they're having a conversation, so people are going to talk over people.
I was the one explaining to you. Don't confuse. Ma'am, I know exactly what your conversation.
And so it's like, let me finish talking. That's not what it's about, Dorit. So Dorit was like, okay, it doesn't even matter. They start elevating. Sutton, you did elevate, because Sutton's like, why are you yelling at me? And Dorit's like, because you yelled at me. She's like, I didn't yell at you. And then they start having a white woman off.
It's like, you're not about to do this. How dare you? You're not about to, oh, girl.
Who's gonna win? We don't know. Because I'm just like, you yelled at her, she responded. And Sutton does that, and she said, and Dorit said in her confessional, she said, "Where is the woman that I had to sit down with?" She said, and this is what happens when with Sutton. She switches up. Now, when I watched the after the show, that little southern drawl that Dorit had, spot on. Ooh, nasty word.
Y'all, I want you to take this seriously. I spent a long time.
But y'all, this was a good episode. I'm really loving Beverly Hills. What do you guys think? Let me know. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Brian Keith, LG, Black Butte. Bet you didn't know we the Holy Trinity. Now let a God stop a y'all and break your head here. Step into the room and get up in the bed. It tastes sweet, that's cause I'm good. It tastes sour cause I'm better than the hood. Cause I get you hyper when I'm running all around cause I excite ya. Let me talk real quick. You can't even get with the shit. You wanna go toe to toe with my flow? This sour candy all I really asking for. Now I got to go. Got. Bye-bye.